Have you ever wondered where the voices behind the Temptations' iconic songs were finally laid to rest? The Temptations weren't just Motown's crown jewel. They were the soul of a generation. Their harmonies defined the sound of soul, and their choreography set the standard for stage performance. Over the decades, more than 20 men passed through the ranks of the Temptations, contributing their voices, energy, and spirit to a group that weathered reinvention and reintegration through generations. While Otis Williams remains the last surviving original member, the final resting places of his former bandmates tell stories of talent, turmoil, and triumph. Let's take a moment to remember 13 Temptations members, classic and modern, and where their voices now rest. Which member's story moved you the most? Leave a comment below and be sure to like for more history information. Otis Williams, born on October 30, 1941, remains the last surviving original member of the Temptations as of this writing. He has not only outlived his bandmates, but also preserved their legacy as the group's leader, producer, and guiding force. His dedication to the group for more than 6 decades makes him a living monument to the Temptations' spirit. Otis has chosen to stay on the road, touring and recording, ensuring that the music and memories never die. David Ruffen died on June 1, 1991, at the age of 50. He is buried at Woodlawn Cemetery in Detroit, Michigan. Ruffen's golden voice on My Girl and Ain't Too Proud to Beg helped define the group's classic era. After years battling drug addiction, Ruffen had just returned from a European reunion tour with Dennis Edwards when he reportedly overdosed on crack cocaine under suspicious circumstances. It's believed that money he had earned from the tour was stolen, leaving many questions around his final hours. Eddie Kendricks died on October 5, 1992, at the age of 52. He is buried at Elmwood Cemetery and Mausoleum in Birmingham, Alabama. The group's sweet-voiced falsetto, Kendricks soared on hits like Just My Imagination, Running Away With Me, and The Way You Do the Things You Do. A heavy smoker for much of his life, Kendricks was diagnosed with lung cancer. After undergoing surgery in late 1991, he continued to tour for a while, but succumbed to the disease the following year. Dennis Edwards died on February 1, 2018, at the age of 74. He is buried at Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery in Lemay Township, Missouri. Edwards replaced Ruffen in 1968 and brought Raw Soul to Cloud 9, Ball of Confusion, and the Grammy-winning Papa Was a Rollin' Stone. In his later years, he led his own group under the Temptations name and toured worldwide. He died of complications from meningitis just 2 days before his 75th birthday, after being hospitalized in Chicago. Paul Williams died on August 17, 1973, at the age of 34. He is buried at Lincoln Memorial Park Cemetery in Clinton Township, Michigan. A co-founder and original choreographer of the Temptations, Williams was known for his smooth baritone and polished stage presence. Behind the scenes, he battled depression and alcoholism. His death was ruled inflicted wound by gunshot, though conspiracy theories linger due to inconsistencies at the scene and reports of financial mismanagement. Melvin Franklin died on February 23, 1995, at the age of 52. He is buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California. Known as the anchor of the group's harmonies, Franklin's booming bass voice grounded hits like I Can't Get Next to You and Papa Was a Rollin' Stone. He battled rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes, and seizures for years. His death resulted from heart failure following complications from seizures and a weakened immune system. Ollie Woodson died on May 30, 2010, at the age of 58. He is buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. Woodson led the Temptations during the 1980s and 90s, revitalizing the group with his powerful vocals on songs like Treat Her Like a Lady. A dynamic performer and songwriter, he became a fan favorite during his 2 tenures with the group. He died after a lengthy battle with leukemia, which he had fought for over a decade. Damon Harris died on February 18, 2013, at the age of 62. He is buried at Arbutus Memorial Park in Baltimore, Maryland. Harris joined the Temptations at just 20 years old, replacing Eddie Kendricks, and recording classics like Papa Was a Rollin' Stone. His falsetto helped carry the group's psychedelic soul era. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 1997 and fought the illness for 14 years before his passing. Richard Street died on February 27, 2013, at the age of 70. He is buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. Street had been part of the Motown family since the early days, having sung with Otis Williams in The Distance. He officially joined the Temptations in the early 1970s and lent his tenor voice to songs like Superstar, Remember How You Got Where You Are, and Heavenly. He passed away due to a pulmonary embolism while recovering from surgery. Bruce Williamson died on September 6, 2020, at the age of 49. He is buried at Palm Memorial Park in Las Vegas, Nevada. Williamson joined the Temptations in 2006 and remained with them until 2015. His booming, soulful voice brought energy and range to the group's modern-day performances. Sadly, he passed away after contracting COVID-19 during the height of the global pandemic. Elbridge Al Bryant died on October 18, 1975, at the age of 36. He was cremated, and specific location of ashes is unknown. Bryant was one of the original members of the Temptations, back when they were still known as the Elgins. He was fired from the group in 1963 due to reported drinking problems and increasingly erratic behavior. After leaving the group, Bryant faded into obscurity and reportedly worked odd jobs. His cause of death was cirrhosis of the liver, exacerbated by years of alcohol abuse. Harry McGillbury died on April 3, 2006, at the age of 56. He is buried at Eden Cemetery, Collingdale, Pennsylvania. McGillbury joined the Temptations in 1995, replacing the late Ray Davis as the group's bass singer. He stayed with the group until 2003, touring extensively. He died from an apparent drug overdose, reportedly involving heroin, which shocked many fans who remembered his strong onstage presence. Ray Davis died on July 5, 2005, at the age of 65. He is buried at Dayton National Cemetery in Dayton, Ohio. Davis, known for his deep bass vocals, first gained fame with Parliament Funkadelic, but later joined the Temptations in the mid-1990s. He contributed to their rich vocal texture during that period. Davis passed away from respiratory complications linked to lung cancer. Kell Osborne died on January 29, 2012, at the age of 70. His burial details remain unknown. Though never an official Temptation, Osborne was a foundational figure as a member of the Primes, alongside Paul Williams and Eddie Kendricks, before the group evolved into the Temptations. After going solo, he recorded for several labels. Osborne died of natural causes, largely out of the spotlight in his later years. These final resting places. They are echoes of voices that shaped American music and culture. Each grave tells a different story, some tragic, some peaceful, some shrouded in mystery. But together, they form a symphony of legacy.